Hi, this is Colin from Okapi Technology. I'm going to speak to you today about website security, and I've got 7 tips to tell you about how to make your website more secure. So firstly is to use a good secure web hosting provider. Make sure they're UK based and make sure they've got good reviews and reputation and that sort of thing. Don't just use the cheapest you can get your hands on. Secondly, there's a good tool to use to see how many other websites are being hosted on the same server as yours. So you might find there's 1,000 or 2,000 other websites being hosted on the same sort of shared server as you. Some of them could be dodgy, some of them could be malicious, that sort of thing. So have a look at that. The tool is called yougetsignal.com. I'll put a link in the bottom. So check that website out and have a look at your site. Number 3, if you only want UK customers, then you might as well block traffic from other countries. That's the front end and the back end. No point having useless traffic on your site, slowing it down. Number 4, security tools. We use Wordfence and IP Geoblock as an example. And these block and just sort of provide a firewall to the site, and then you can block other countries, etc., using that as well. We've got 2 websites, well, we've got a lot of websites, but 2 of them in particular get a lot of malicious traffic to them. Based over sort of the last 12 months or so, one's had about 416,000 attacks on it, and the other's had about 83,000 attacks. So they've all been stopped, but that just gives you an idea of the volume of malicious traffic. A lot of it coming from China, but it's really varied, especially the use of VPNs. Sort of people can pretend they're coming from any country really, so it doesn't help blocking, sometimes doesn't help blocking certain countries. Update the backend software. So if you're using WordPress or something else, some other software, make sure the software is being updated. Make sure the plugins are being updated as well. They are updated when they discover security flaws. If you don't update them, same as Windows updates, then you're vulnerable. Keep an eye on your website. Make sure that it's available. Get a notification if it goes down. Keep an eye on it to make sure it hasn't been hacked as well. The last thing you want is a customer or potential customer contacting you and say, oh, do you support ISIS? Because there's a big ISIS flag on your website. So keep an eye out for that. And lastly, make sure your website's backed up. If you've invested a lot of money into your site, might be 1,000, 3, 5, 10,000 pounds or more. Make sure there's a backup if it gets hacked or something goes wrong. It's very easy to do a restore if you have it in place. If you don't, then it could be a lot of money down the drain. Any problems or anything else you want to discuss with us, give us a shout. Otherwise, speak to your own web hosting and make sure that they're doing a good job for you. Thanks.